Hidden in a quiet field, beside the gentle bend of the river, lie the atmospheric ruins of Athassel Priory, once the beating heart of a medieval world long gone. Our story begins in the late 12th century, around 1200 AD, when a powerful Anglo-Norman lord, William FitzAldelm de Burgh, looked across the lush Tipperary landscape and envisioned something extraordinary. With deep wealth and influence, he founded a grand priory for the Augustinian canons regular, dedicating it to St. Edmund, king and martyr, an English royal saint whose cult was flourishing at the time. More than stones and mortar, Athassel was the heart of a community. From the outset, it became far more than a place of quiet prayer. A thriving town of up to 2,000 people grew around its walls, workshops, homes, markets, and lively streets where monks, townsfolk, and travellers met. At its height, Athassel was one of Ireland's largest urban centres, outside the great cities. The priory's walls held more than faith. They held power. The de Burgh family, one of medieval Ireland's most influential dynasties, treated Athassel as their spiritual burial place. Notable members, including Walter de Burgh, 1st Earl of Ulster, and later Richard Óg de Burgh, the famed Red Earl, were laid to rest here. But such prominence also made Athassel a magnet in turbulent times. The 14th century brought violence and destruction. In 1319 and again in 1329, the priory and its surrounding town were burned in raids by rival Gaelic and Norman forces, devastating its prosperity and scattering its people. Athassel endured, rebuilding churches, cloisters, and community life, but the rumblings of change were gathering. By the early 16th century, as the English crown sought to reshape religion across its realms, Athassel's fate was sealed. In 1537, during the sweeping dissolution of the monasteries under Henry VIII, the priory was formally closed. Its lands and wealth were handed to Thomas Butler, the Earl of Ormond, who had little interest in monastic life. Gradually, the priory fell into silence and ruin. In 1581, one final destructive blow came when the notorious Fitzgeralds of Desmond attacked, burning what remained and extinguishing the last echoes of the once great town. Today, Athassel Priory stands as Ireland's largest medieval priory ruin. 4 acres of mossy stone, crumbling arches, and quiet cloisters whispering stories of faith, community, wealth, and conflict. No longer home to monks or townsfolk, its stones now draw visitors from all over the world who follow the river path, cross its ancient bridge, and step into a place where the past still feels close enough to touch. In the silence of Athassel, you can almost hear the toll of bells long stilled, and the bustling hum of a town that time nearly forgot.